In this one, we have a special guest. That's right, you know him, you love him, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Andrew LOK. You don't want to miss it. Check it out. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the poker vlog. This is number 13. I hope you guys are doing well. I know I am. Just like you saw in the intro, we are going to meet up with Mr. Andrew LOK. He is going to be the special guest. We actually sit at the same table as him at California Grand Casino. This is going to be the second vlog that I do at California Grand, and it's always exciting to go to that place just because, well, in our first vlog, we absolutely crushed it. We ran like Usain Bolt, and we killed it. So if you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, you want to come along for the poker journey, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you can get the latest and greatest straight hot off the press. In this vlog, we're going to do things a little bit differently. There's going to be a California Grand Part 1 and Part 2. There's a lot of hands to go over. I'm going to cut this vlog into two. So this is going to be Part 1. I am still going to have the mystery hands. We're going to have a lot of fun in this one. So enough of the talk. I know you guys want to see some hands. Let's hit the bell. This video was created for entertainment purposes only. By no means am I a professional poker player. The following video is not intended to teach nor train, but rather to provide a look into my journey. Please gamble at your own risk. Alright guys, first notable hand of the session. I'm in the cutoff with King Jack of Spades. It gets folded to me and I raise to 15. Only the big blind makes the call, so we're going heads up to the flop of King 8, 7 with 2 spades. We just flop top pair plus the spade draw. It's a great flop for us. He checks and we bet 25. He quickly calls. Obviously, I'm hoping for a good turn card, which can be any spade, king, jack, or brick. The turn is the queen of diamonds. He checks again, and we fire out a bet of 50, thinking we still have the best hand and we need to charge all draws. Well, this guy wants to up the ante as he check raises us to 125 with only about 180 behind. I'm thinking that he could be doing this with a lot of different hands, like maybe ace X of spades with a 10, or possibly semi-bluffing with combos of 10-9 or 6-5. But then again, he would probably make this type of play on the flop with 2 cards to come instead of 1. Either way, I make the call and we go to a river card, which brings the deuce of diamonds. He ships in the last of his chips, and now I just decide to go with my read of him semi-bluffing and now completely bluffing the river. I make the crying call, and to my surprise, he shows King Jack. We chop this pot up, dazed and confused with his play. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to put him on that type of hand, but I guess that might have been his reasoning for that play. I'm just glad I didn't start this session off stuck. I pick up ace queen of hearts, also known as smoke on my channel, in the small blind. There's one limper and the cutoff raises to 15. Button calls and we 3-bet to 85 to isolate, or, you know, just to take it down pre-flop. All fold to the button and he calls. The flop is 10-5-5. We lead for 105 and he makes the call again. This is such a dry board. He definitely has to have a piece of this board. Let's hope for a heart, ace, or maybe a queen turn, and we can ship in our last 350 effective stack. The turn card, it's probably the worst card for us. It's the 5 of spades. Now, he's not folding any full house. We check, and he bets 230. We just fold. You know what time it is. It's mystery hand time. For you guys who are new, I'll be going over this hand's progressions from pre-flop, flop, turn, and river while keeping my hand concealed. You take a guess at what we have with the multiple choice answers that will be presented, and later in this video, we'll see if you're right. So, I am under the gun and I raise to 15. +1, middle position, and big blind all call. The flop is 9 of spades, 5 of hearts, 4 of hearts. It gets checked through on the flop, and the turn is the 8 of spades. Now the big blind leads out for 35. I make the call, and the other 2 players fold. So we're going heads up to a river, and it is the king of spades. Now the big blind checks, and I fire out a bet of 45. He doesn't think for that long, and he makes the call. What do I have here? Do I have A, pocket nines, B, ace 10 of hearts, C, ace jack of hearts, or D, queen jack of spades? Type your guess in the comments below, and let's see if you can put me on a hand. We look down at jack 8 of hearts in the small blind. It folds to the button, she makes the call. We complete in the small blind, and the big blind makes it 15 to go. The button calls, and we make the call as well. So we are going 3 ways to the flop of jack 9 6 rainbow. We both check to the PFR, and he bets 30. It folds to us, and well, with top pair and backdoor hearts, we have to see another card. So we make the call. Turn is the deuce of diamonds. We check, and he bets 75. He has about 360 behind. I feel that he could have a strong holding here by making it 75 on the turn, but he could also have hands like king queen, queen 10, and possibly ace or king X with diamonds, so we make the call again. The river is the jack of diamonds, which does bring in the backdoor diamonds. This is a spot where we can bet fold, can't allow him to check behind, and it's highly unlikely that he has the case jack, so we bet 155. He folds. Do you guys like a check here or a lead, and why? What's up, guys? We got a mid-session update here. This mid-session update is not going to be about any of the hands or how the session is going. We are here at Cali Grand Casino, and we actually ran into a YouTube poker vlogger celebrity, one of the best in the Bay Area. You know him, you've seen him before, the man, the myth, the legend. We got Andrew LOK, baby.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Drew?
I'm gonna have to pay this guy for that intro there. But yeah, Kenichi's the one that told me about checking this place out since they reopened with the outdoor setup. So definitely appreciate that. Just make sure to like, watch, subscribe, all that good stuff for his videos. He's doing a great job.
Yes, thank you, sir. And for all you guys, if you haven't seen him, which I bet you have, I'm gonna drop a link in the description to his YouTube channel. Make sure you sub to him.
Also, his video is probably gonna come out before mine. Play like him. Don't do what I do.
No.
What I'm talking about. Just do what he does. Don't do what I do.
You probably don't want to play like either one of us, but hopefully you guys, have some fun watching our vids. And till next time.
Cheers, guys.
Some time passes by, and I pick up pocket tens in the small blind. The button raises to 20, and we can 3-bet here since his range will be wide. But I took the lower variance route and just placed the call. We haven't been running good this session, so we're scared to pull the trigger. The big blind folds, and it goes heads up to the flop of king, deuce, 5, 2 clubs. We check, and he bets 30. Standard call here since there's only one overcard, and even though his range hits this king, it's heads up, so we can't always give him credit for top pair when he c-bets. So we call the 30, and the turn is the 5 of diamonds. Pretty safe, unless he does have a king. He sizes up to 115. Hard to see him bet so big with just a king here. So we call, and we'll just reevaluate on the river. The river is the 3 of diamonds, bringing in backdoor diamonds. We check for the 3rd time, and he checks back. So that's a good sign. We show, and he flips over 5, 6 of spades. Wow, he binks trips on the turn. That sucks. We are 5-handed this time and pick up queen 10 of hearts in the small blind. There's a limp under the gun, and we raise to 20. The small blind and the limper make the call. So we're going 3 ways to the flop, which is queen of spades, 10 of spades, deuce of clubs. This is a perfect flop. Obviously we flop top 2. There's a spade draw. There's a Broadway draw. This board is pretty wet. So let's get some value. We lead for 35. And only the limper calls. The turn is the 9 of hearts. He has about 350 behind. He's had a tendency to bet when checked to, so we check. And just like clockwork, he fires out a bet of 40. It's pretty weak, so he probably just has some sort of draw. Let's try to get some money in. He's a pretty sticky opponent. We make it 200 to go, making sure that he's committed if he wants to call. but he quickly folds. We're 5-handed again, we're in the cutoff, we pick up smoke, we raise to 15, the button and the small blind call, so we're going 3 ways to the flop, and the dealer puts out ace, 10, 5 with 2 hearts. It gets checked to us, and we bet 25. Only the button calls, so we're going heads up to the turn, which is the jack of clubs. Not really a good card for us, a lot of straight draws and 2-pair combos get there, but we can't just let him have the lead, so we put in a blocker bet of 40. He calls, which is a relief since I'm not sure what I would have done if he raised me here. The river is the 7 of hearts. Front door hearts got there, but we have to try to get thin value from all weak aces, and if we check and he puts a big bet, I mean, what are we going to do, right? So we repeat the last bet, we bet 40, and he quickly raises to 100. This type of bet is just always a flush here. It's such a milky type of bet that he wants us to call so bad. We can't pay him off, so we just fold. So I'm looking down at 10-8 off in the small blind in a straddled pot. There are 3 limpers, so when it comes to me, I make the call, the big blind calls, and the straddler checks his option. We go to a flop, which is queen, queen, jack with 2 hearts. It actually gets checked around on the flop, and the turn is a really good card for us. It is the 9 of spades. We just bink the straight. It does bring a backdoor spade draw, but let's try to get some value here. We lead for 50. The big blind calls and the cutoff calls. The river is the 4 of spades. So that's not the card that we wanted to see. We check, big blind checks, and now the cutoff bet's 160. That's so gross. I hate folding here, but damn, what can I beat, right? We fold, and the big blind makes the call. The cutoff now doesn't really want to show his hand. Are you kidding me? He finally flips over ace 10 off, and the big blind shows jack 6 offsuit. Wow. We had the winner. We could have put in a blocker bet on the river, but I think we played it fine. We were just put it in between 2 guys, which made it really hard to navigate. Very unfortunate. All right, here we go, guys. Mystery hand reveal. Let's recap the hand one more time. We are under the gun, and we raise to 15. +1, middle position, and big blind, all call. The flop is 9 of spades, 5 of hearts, 4 of hearts. It gets checked through on the flop, and the turn is the 8 of spades. Big blind leads out for 35. I make the call. The other 2 players fold. So we're going heads up to a river. The river is the king of spades. Big blind checks. I fire out a bet of 45. The big blind calls. What do I have here? Do I have pocket nines, ace 10 of hearts, ace jack of hearts, or queen jack of spades? If you guessed D, queen jack of spades, then you are right. Obviously on the flop, we just had 2 overs, so it got checked through. The turn brought the backdoor flush draw. We still have 2 overs, plus we have a gut shot straight draw, and we have a gut shot to the nutter butters if it is the 10 of spades. So obviously we're going to call on the turn. The river's the king of spades. We hit our hand, but it is a king. So if he does have a 9, we're probably not going to be able to get a lot of money out of him. So that's why we just bet 45. And obviously we table our hand. We are good. If you got it right, make sure you smack that like button. If you didn't, just put it in the comments below what you thought we had. Thanks for participating, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you on the next one. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for sticking to the end. I appreciate you watching the vlog. One more time, if you liked the video, hit that like button. We are going to be doing part 2 next. I can't wait to show it to you guys. There's a lot of big hands, and there's actually a huge bluff. I don't know if we pull it off. Well, actually, I do know if we pull it off. But I don't want to ruin it for you. Don't want to give any spoiler alerts. Just want to end this video and hopefully get to the next one as soon as possible. Like always, guys, don't be ducking it. Run like Usain Bolt. Peace.